It's that time. Hi. Hi, baby. You want your head on the pillow? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You guys know the drill. This is what Winnie does. Every time, say hi to everybody. You just got groomed, huh? Your fur looks extra white. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, hello there. How are you doing today? Do you feel like doing a little bit of spring DIYing with me today? Well, come on in. Let's get started. What do I have going on for you for today? Well, spring is in the air. Dollar Tree's got lots of great spring decor items that we can DIY with, and that's just what I'm gonna do today. So I'm gonna quit my gabbing, let's jump into it, and let's do some spring DIYing on a budget. Because why not? Because we can, and that's what we do here. Let's get started. Before we jump into today's DIYs, today's video, it's sponsored by White Home Woods. What exactly is White Home Woods? Well, it's a decor subscription box. Pretty amazing, right? Right now, you can build your own spring box on whitewoodshome.com. Pretty amazing. You stay home, they do the shopping. All you gotta do is subscribe, and this is how it works here. Go ahead and screenshot this, read it over. It's pretty amazing. There's several different styles to choose from, a style for everybody. They are in fact offering a couple different coupon codes. Kelly10, you're gonna get $10 off your first subscription box, or you can use Kelly Shop 10 for 10% off when you build your own box bundle. Pretty amazing. Now let's take a look at what comes in this box. Now you will find the link to White Home Woods in the description box below. And yes, Winnie is just waiting patiently for me. Isn't she so cute? She just got back from the groomer. I just love her. So this is the box here. And I gotta say, I was pretty impressed with the packaging. When you open it up, oh my word, it's closed with one of those wax stamps with a home on it. I love that. Opening it up, there is this envelope here, and inside the envelope is a couple of different thank you cards, which I thought was really cool that you could display if you wanted to. Opening up the box, we've got this set of 3 baskets, which I was loving the style of. Who doesn't love a basket or 3 baskets like this? We've got a box inside there. We'll look inside that later, but I already knew the minute I saw these where these were gonna go. They're gonna go on my mantle because I like to crochet. I don't want a big basket of yarn out, and what a fun way to display the yarn that I can use when I'm in my living room. Perfect. Next up, inside this box that was in those baskets is this beautiful ceramic dove. Now, there ended up being 2 of these in different sizes. This here is the smaller dove. It is a dove, right? That's what I'm gonna call it because I love doves. I could be wrong. Ceramic bird. There we go. We've got 2 different sizes here. Opening up this next box. Now, this was in a box. We have got this nice kind of decorative ceramic plate in the color of sage green. Love that color. So I figured it'd be perfect to put on my end table in my family room. And just to keep it simple, I thought that this would be perfect to put the doves on. I love that. There's a lot of different things that you can get creative and put on this plate, but yeah, I'm seeing this wood stand here. As soon as I saw it, I figured it was probably a place to display one of their thank you notes. This was the second one that came in the box. Here is a very similar, I guess, display platter, a ceramic one as well, that I am loving, but along with that came these grass orbs that I think are going to make for the perfect pop of color on this cream one. I don't feel like I wanted to put the green grass orbs on the green plate. I feel like this cream one is going to be perfect in my living room. It's going to go perfect with my table, and just by placing those orbs right on top, you could even maybe add some stick orbs in there to add a little bit more of that brown feature, which I think I'm gonna do. Dollar Tree has some, but I figured sitting right next to them, another good place for these doves would be just right next to the platter there, and I just feel like less is more. There's also a stay a while mat. That is one of my favorite sayings. I actually have a wall piece in my house that says that, and so this is perfect for out by my front door. Love that. Thank you to White Home Woods for sponsoring today's video. I love this subscription box. You can find the link in my description box below. Don't forget about those coupon codes. I think that this is such a fun way to freshen up some decor for each of the seasons and holidays. Now let's get to doing some DIYing, some spring DIYing on a budget. Let's jump into some DIYs. We're gonna start off with 2 packs of these metal tags, 3 come in a pack. You're gonna need 6 for this DIY, not 6 packs, 6 tags. When I paint the galvanized pieces from Dollar Tree, I use a sponge dabber because using a sponge dabber, you get full, even coverage in just one coat. If you try to brush the paint on these pieces using a paintbrush, one, you're not gonna get even coverage. It's gonna take 2 to 3 coats, and you're gonna have brush strokes. So just pick up a pack of the sponge dabbers from Dollar Tree and yeah, paint the metal pieces with that. I am using some of Waverly's Stark White, I wanna say. Now, this is to the subscriber who sent me 3 bottles of the Waverly White paint. Thank you. Was it 3 or 6? I might have gotten 3 from one subscriber and 3 from another, but thank you so much for sending me that paint because I was almost out of it. Once I got the tags fully painted, I'm gonna go in with a paintbrush and some of Waverly's Hazelnut and just kind of unevenly outline the tags. To these tags, I decided to go the route of using some vinyl and my Cricut. But you know what? A great alternative to these from Dollar Tree would be the poster board letters. They come in black, or even the wood cutout letters by Crafter Square, where you get one of each letter in a pack. I think it's 26 letters, and you'll have enough with one pack to spell out the word spring. This piece is going on my porch ladder, so I am going to use this thicker jute cord, thicker twine, and I'm gonna attach each of the tags to the twine because I like to have a banner at the bottom of my ladder for each of the holidays or seasons that I'm making a set of, I guess, decor signs for. And so yeah, that's just how I like to do it. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and hot glue these on there, but there is that hole there at the top that just leaves me feeling like this is an unfinished piece. So I went digging through my paper flower stash, trying to utilize what items I already have in my stash instead of buying more. I found these. I thought that these would be a fun pop of color to add to this and to finish off each of those tags, covering up those holes. I still wasn't feeling like it was done. So yeah, I figured just adding a simple bead to the center of each flower would do the trick. And with that, I'm happy now. For the next 2 signs of my ladder, I will be using these bunny plaques. These are the whitewashed bunny plaques that Dollar Tree came out with this year that I am loving, and I'm still putting a coat of white paint over it because of the decor style that I'm going with for this ladder. These DIYs that I'm bringing to you today are very versatile pieces that can really be done to suit any decor style just by switching up the colors. When I bring you these DIYs, it really is about just bringing you the idea of it. And it's up to you to take what you like and leave what you don't and get creative. And guess what? Make it your own. That's the best part of DIYing. Once I got a couple good base coats on this bunny, I'm gonna take a ruler because I wanna make it kind of look like that shiplap. And to do that, you can take a ruler and just run some paint right across, giving it a nice straight line. Before you put your next line, make sure you wipe your ruler off. The color I'm using again is Waverly's Hazelnut for these lines. And I'm gonna put about 4 of them across this bunny on 2 plaques. And with this plaque, or these 2 plaques, I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the tags and just unevenly outline the plaque itself, finishing off those edges with a bit of that hazelnut paint. Now, when you first do it, it's gonna look stark, it's gonna not look great, but the idea is to then take some sandpaper, go over it, age it, distress it a bit, and really soften up the look and yeah, blend it in a bit more. Like I always say, don't worry about perfection, because the more imperfect it is, the more perfect it is, in my opinion. With these DIYs, I really kind of wanted to stick with simplicity, the rustic simplicity. And so, yeah, using my Cricut, again, I cut out some vinyl in different fonts. Now, again, an alternative to the vinyl would be those metal words that say welcome from Dollar Tree. You could always do that. I really incorporate those a lot into these signs, but I wanted to stick with a black vinyl because I could. It was quick, it was easy, if I'm being completely truthful, and I really loved this font. I was a bit pressed for time, and so honestly, that was why I did it. Had I had a bit more time, I would have used the aluminum words. To finish this bunny off, I'm going to finish it off with more of those paper flowers, sticking with those neutral colors for this Easter. I'm not a pastel person, I never have been. I really kind of like to stick with the neutral rustic tones. And so yeah, that's what I'm sticking with. But if you like pastel, I say do it. Now, because this is going on my ladder, it needs a hanger, and I'm gonna use some twine or jute cord for that. I will tell you that before you add your hanger, it is best to take your plaque out to your ladder, hold it where you want it to hang so you're getting the correct length of cord that you need. Because I've cut it a bit too long before or a bit too short, and then my plaque doesn't hang in the middle of the ladder like I like it to. And so yeah, just kind of a learn by experience thing I think that I've picked up. And on this second bunny, I did go with the word back, so it will say on my ladder, welcome back, and the bottom will say spring. Let's take a look at this rustic ladder that I love making decor for. I tell ya, I've got a bin up in my attic full of different signs for each of the seasons or the holidays, and I'm addicted. I can't stop making them because every year I come up with a new fun idea, like this neutral spring one. How cute is that? Quick, easy, and budget friendly, and look at the outcome. This next DIY, it's kind of an oldie but goodie, but it's one of my favorites, and it's a decor piece that I still bring out every spring to this day. I think I did this about 3 or 4 years ago, and it is using these felt bunnies that come in an 8-pack. It comes on a banner. These colors, in my opinion, are horrendous. They are just not me. I cut off all the tails. So to mute out the colors, I'm going to first give each of the felt bunnies a nice good coating of some Mod Podge or just watered down white glue. This is going to seal the fabric, and it's also going to stiffen the felt, which is what we need for this. Once it is good and dry from the Mod Podge, you are then going to be able to paint this easily. If you try to paint felt before you seal it with the Mod Podge, it is going to absorb that paint, and it's going to take about 10 or 12 coats, no joke, to actually get full coverage. So if you just take the time, seal it with some glue, you can then cover up those horrendous colors with some white paint, and then you are good to repurpose these and decorate them to suit your decor. And like I said, you're getting 8 of these in a pack for $1.25. So you can see here that the back side is horrendous, but the front side is good and ready for me to repurpose or decorate to suit my decor. Now with this on the back side, I did want to finish it off because it's going to be on a window, so I am going to use more felt. Now, if you want to seal the back side of this and paint it, you can. I didn't because I wanted to get this done, and I figured it would be quicker to do it this way. So, and I have a ton of felt in my stash. So yeah, I'm just gonna cover the back of this with some dark brown felt. I'm going back in with some Mod Podge because I'm gonna cover the front of these with one of my favorite springtime fabrics. And that is a fabric bundle, fat quarter fabric bundle, say that 3 times real fast, that you can get from Walmart. It is the Emma and Miley spring fat quarter set. Look at how adorable these fabrics are. I have used these for about 3 years. Walmart still has this bundle available. And so I just thought it would be super cute to cover these bunnies with. So you can see now why I needed to paint it white, because had I kept it the neon blue, pink, or whatever, green, it would have shown through the fabric. And so once that Mod Podge is good and dry, the fabric is good and stiff, I'm just gonna cut off the excess fabric with a safety blade. And it's always best to use a fresh blade because you're gonna get a cleaner cut. I bet you didn't think you were gonna see my stitching in this project, but you totally are. I think that it's gonna add that fun country quilted look to these that I'm going for. If I didn't tell you, when you cut the bunny tail off, don't throw it away because you're gonna reuse it. I'm reusing it, why not? So yeah, I wasn't worried about taking all of the cotton off before I painted it because I covered it. Using some of the wood letters from Crafter's Square and some of Waverly's antique paint, I'm gonna give these wood letters a good coating of this. Haven't seen that in a while. And again, I use those wood letters to spell out the word spring that I am going to attach to each of the bunnies. To the back of these bunnies, I'm gonna add a couple of Jenga blocks there to the bottom to stand them up, which is why I added the Mod Podge to these bunnies to stiffen them up so they would stand up nicely. Oh heck, why not? Let's finish these bunnies off with a twine bow on each ear. Cause why not? Because we can. One of my favorite things to do are take pieces like these bright felt bunnies that I would never put up in my house, repurpose them, and with a little bit of DIYing, look at the amazing spring country rustic piece that I came up with. I'm really loving the neutral tones for spring. I know that so many of you are gonna say, but Kelly, spring is full of scents and color and vibrancy. And as I do believe that too, I feel like these neutral tones just, I don't know, I love the feel of them, and I still feel like they scream spring. Say that 3 times real fast. I hope you all enjoyed today's spring DIYs. If you're looking for more inspiration, make sure to click on the videos right over here, and it'll take you to some of my past favorites. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, you know what I'm gonna say. Stay positive, please, because I am. Bye for now, everybody.